Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Now we are discussing F110 Real Time Scenarios. If you like the content, please do like and subscribe the channel. If you have any suggestions, please post in comments. If you have any questions also, please ask in the comments section. Our first question is, a vendor has multiple bank accounts is maintained. How does F110 determine which one to use for payment? So we have multiple bank accounts in the vendor master. So how the F110 pick and which one to pay exactly? Answer is like the partner bank type is field is maintained each vendor. So normally if you go to SAP SC16N LFBK, here you can see this is the table, vendor master data level table. I am taking any one of the vendor. So XK03 and you can check by the company code. So go to payment transactions. Here you're able to see the partner bank type. Based upon this, you're able to check the details. So at the time of posting of invoice like FB60, you can see that this partner bank type field, you can give the details from there also. If we go to normally FB60, while entering the invoice, for example, I'm giving random one test. That's okay. It's a warning message. If you check here normally you can sort out if you have the bank data. Actually for this vendor there is no bank details. If you have, you can give the details from here. You can see bank data is not available. You can populate the details from here. You can check and pick from the while entering the invoice. And during F110, how it will pick system, how it is behave. First, if the invoice item has a this is a technical name, BVTYP is a technical name of the partner bank type. So the system picks the bank account in vendor master matching the BVTYP. BVTYP means partner bank type. If partner bank type is matching, first it will check from the invoice level. If this is not available, if no BV type is specified in the invoice item, so in the invoice level, partner bank type is not available. SAP sorts the vendor account by the first bank, then by the bank country. Further, it will check normally country and bank key. So according to legalization, first it will check country key, bank key and bank control. Select then the first valid one. Which one is out of this? If you find SAP found the valid one, that will pay for that partner bank. Okay. Next, you run F110 but no payments were made for certain vendors. What could be the possible reasons? Invoice are not due as per payment parameters. So invoice net due date is not reached here. One of the reason. Payment block exists. If the payment block is there, something, any block is there, or master data block is there, that will not pick from that proposal. Sorry, it will pick for proposal, but payment will not happen. It will show as a red in a proposal. Missing or incorrect payment methods due to master data or invoice level incorrect payment method. Bank master accounting is not when as we discussed, if the master data level there is no bank data, that case also it will happen. No valid house bank configurations. In a BJP there is no house bank details. Currency is mismatch. If you found any currency mismatches and minimum amount not met for payment, so we will write while FBJP configuration while we will doing, we will mention like a minimum amount. So that criteria not met, that could be so payment will not happen. You will get the log from the, you can see the payment proposal log from this. How can you configure F110 to post residual payments instead of partial payments? So normally, so partial payments, residual payments will be there, right? How it will be processed through a F110. From F110 does not, SAP F110 does not directly control whether payment is treated as a residual or partial. Instead of this, payments types are determined in the time of clearing via manual payment. So via F110, the partial and residual payments will not happen. So that will not determine. Via manual clearing, using these transactions, we can put it as a manual or partial or residual payments. So if you want, you can build a custom logic. So based upon that we clear the residual or partial payments. So as you know, partial payment means how if you do the partial payment, the original invoice, user pays a part of invoice, the invoice remains the single open item with a reduced balance. This will happen. With the residual payments, user pays the part of the invoice, the SAP clears the original invoice and the remaining balance. It then generates a new open item for the remaining balance. Generate a new open item for the remaining balance. Okay. Why would a payment proposal be created successfully but no payment document generated? So payment proposal is created successfully but no payment is happened. What could be a reasons? Like proposal not executed means you generated a proposal but didn't schedule a payment run. Maybe if a batch job is not executed, maybe that reason. Items in the proposal have a critical exceptions like logged out but corrected before the scheduling or no. So no payment posted. So someone is edited the document. Maybe because of that reason that payment will happen before the batch job execution. Involved are missing payment medium format. So if no DME form is not available, that time also the payment will not happen. Payment blocks are missing master data. Vendor bank details are payment method missing. So if the payment invoice level or vendor master data level payment block is there, or master data level bank details are not available, that time also this will happen. Maybe thresholds are minimum and maximum amounts or currency mismatches. This will one of the reason. Maybe technical errors also sometimes. Missing number range for the payment document type. For example, you give the normally ZP document type, that is the document type, there is no number range for that time also it will happen. You can check the payment log from this normal in the payment, you can see there from payment log. Can F110 handle different payment method for multiple vendors in a single run? Yes. F110 can process multiple payment methods in one run. So payment methods are maintained in FBZP for each country and company code. Yes, that we will maintain the country and company code level. Vendors are invoices have correct payment methods defined. F110 automatically groups by item by currency or payment method, comma, paying bank while executing the payment run. We can pay multiple payment methods at a time. A down payment was posted to a vendor, but F110 is not considering why. F110 does not automatically clear the down payments. Down payment, there is a configuration is there. From there, the configuration exists in FBZP, then only that will clear. You manually run the clearing for create the down payments. This is a transaction you can use. There is special GL indicator for the down payment here. You can see from and configure in FBZP. So normally down payments we are down payment, for example, this should be configured in FBZP. If you go to FBZP, here all company codes. For example, any company codes if you take here, you can see especially GL transaction to be paid. the indicator should be mentioned here, then only that will pay. Otherwise it will not pay. It will not pick. If unclear, the down payment remains separate open items and are not picked by F110. Okay. Thank you. We'll see next questions in coming videos. Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. This is a part 2 video of F110 Real Time Scenarios. How does F110 handle payments to alternate payees? Answer: F110 use alternate payees from vendor master record. In the vendor master record, if you open, you are able to see the alternate payee option here, and one more place also we are able to see alternate payee, automatic payment transactions. You are able to see the here the alternate payee. If you mention the alternate payee here, that will pay to that account. Okay. Invoice specific alternate payee. In document header also you can mention. If individual payee checked in master data, system allow to invoice level override. Configuration must allow payments to such alternate payees. So that configuration allows to pay to the alternate payees. Okay. Next question. An invoice is blocked for payment due to price variance. Will F110 pick it or why not? So invoice is blocked for the payment. It will pick or not? No, it will not pick normally. No, F110 will not pick blocked invoice unless payment block is removed manually or via Miro correction. So if you do this both ways, that will pick, otherwise it will not pick. Blocked invoice will not pick for F110. Okay. Why would SEPA direct debit payments fail during F110 exception? There are many reasons. First one is no valid SEPA mandate maintained or mandate expired is not activated. This may be one of the reasons. Payment method configuration in FBZP properly set. Mandate required flag or IBAN or BIC. These accounts are missing. This might be one of the reasons. Mandate creditor ID in paying company code doesn't match mandate data. Error, it will get no valid payment method found. This is one of the reasons. Missing mandate lead time complex. F110 enforce timing rules. The first time users versus recurring users. If due date is lead time is not respected, lead is not respected, payment are excluded or delayed. That due date also one of the reason. And no payment medium or SEPA direct debit are required. SAP OSS note for the SEPA timelines is not applied. This is also one of the reason. So always you need to check out for the log mandates, payment method errors or pre-notification flag settings. So direct debit fails maximum cases. Out of these are the some scenarios. Next question. How do you ensure a vendor is paid only from a specific house bank? So if you have many house banks, so how do you categorize this is paid from this house bank only? Maintain the answer is like maintain the specific house bank and the bank account in the vendor master record. If you go to just now we open right here alternate payees, here you can mention the house bank. Based upon the house bank, that will pick from here. That is the one of the scenario. And in FBZB under payment method or bank selection, restrict the certain house banks via ranking orders or minimum or maximum amount. Based upon that will pick from the amount from specific house banks. Okay. Next question. Can F110 process cross-company code payments? What are the prerequisites? In F110, we can pay for the cross-company codes. All participating company codes share a common paying company code defined in a FBZP. This is the one of the scenario. And intercompany clearing settings also should be there. If it is configured, that case also we can pay from the F110. Same fiscal year variant and chart of accounts is used for the across company codes. This is so if we need to maintain same fiscal year variant chart of accounts used for the cross company codes. In the cross company codes, normally we can pay from one company code to another company code. Company A is the vendor, company B is the customer. That is the intercompany related things. Next question. If duplicate or incorrect payment occur, what do you check? If duplicate payments happen, what we will normally check for the multiple proposals is created with the deleting previous ones. Without deleting previous ones. If multiple proposals there or not, we need to check. We can check for the document level from regulp table. Okay. Confirm invoices were cleared correctly. Some may still be open, leading to duplicates. This is the one of the reason. Look for the missing payment blocks or misconfigurations in FBZP. Okay. Same vendor include twice. Okay, same vendor it is configured twice. That time also possible the duplicate payments. Investigate in the document number range, overlaps or improper reversal posting. Sometimes if you do the improper reversal posting, that time also the duplicate payment will happen. Okay. Next question. Configure payment method specific controls. Country wise. Define payment method per country. This is all we know. Assign the appropriate ID, forms, minimum maximum amounts, allowed bank account, DMA format. Okay. Maintain payment medium for medium formats, OBPM1. This is the transaction. Configure DMA trees like SEPA and ACH and local clearing. This is a normal scenario. Regularly all we do. Impact of only due items flag in F110. Only due item flags in F110. Only items with a due date less than or equals to payment run date are selected. Items due in the future are omitted. In that case, these are omitted. Prevents or premature payments. Common best practice to avoid the cash forecasting errors. So we need to check these things. Okay. How does F110 determine payment currency which open item exists in multiple currencies? F110 handles each currency separately. Okay. It pays each item in its own currency. House bank and payment method must support in each currency. So normally in the while doing a BJP configuration, we will mention like currency configuration also will be there. So that case, this will be applicable. We will pay to the each currency. Multiple currency payments are required matching the currency accounts. This should be matched. Okay. Next question. How does the system select house bank and bank accounts during the F110 execution? House bank selection is based upon vendor master data, as we know. Already I showed you vendor master data assignment. Configuration in FBZP allowed house bank and bank accounts and ranking, and house bank ranking and minimum and maximum amount limits. This is one of the scenario. F110 select the highest ranked valid house banks or accounts meeting the criteria. So based upon this criteria, normally the bank will select. How do you restrict certain vendors or customer from the automatic payment run? So set a payment block in vendor master or invoice level. If we block the vendors or invoices, then that case we can restrict from F110. And use exclude from payment proposal flag in master data. This is in the payment proposal we can exclude the accounts. As apply custom selection variants in F110, skip the specific vendors. This is also we can do. Implement the user exits and dynamic selection log. We can do use user exits also. If you want to exclude, the best way to exclude you can go for payment block. Otherwise, you can exclude the master data. While doing proposal, there is an option to exclude. Okay. Handling of special GL transactions in the case of down payments in F110. For F110 special GL items, we need use the special GL indicators. This is the OBX or OB. This is the configuration for special GL indicators. And we need to normally we need to mention for special GL there is the configuration in a BJP. We need to do the configuration. Then only the payment will happen to the special GL indicators. F110 can include if they are cleared or converted into standard open items via F-54 or payment request. Otherwise, they remain separate or excluded from the standard payment logic. Okay. What if number range for payment document isn't maintained? If number range is maintained, F110 fails with the errors. The document number range is not maintained. Ensure document type, or normally all will use ZP document type or ZV some cases. So in you can custom in this is the custom document. If you want, you can use your own also, starting with the Z or Y. Used in FBZP, paying company code has a number range assigned to FBN1. We need to mention from FBN1 the number range for the document type. Without it, system cannot be forced to documents. You need to maintain the number range for the clearing document. Then only that will post the entries. Otherwise, it will not post. System throw the errors from F110. How would you handle exception items or proposal before payment run? Normally, if you want to see the proposal, F110 environment proposal exception list, you can get from there. Here, review the error message. If any error messages are there, you can check from there. Fix the issues, add the bank or some of the scenarios, like add bank, change payment method, clear bank, clear block. After the corrections, regenerate a proposal, confirm exceptions are resolved before the executing the payment run. This we can do. Okay. Thank you. If you have any questions, please comment on it. If you have any doubts also, please comment.